So first of all, general body cleansing process. That is the process that we're going to start with. So I'm just going to start explaining to you what houses mean.
In about 2.5 miles, turn right to merge onto I-49 North toward Rogers.
So first of all, I'm going to be using my body. That's why I'm wearing very tight things, because I want to use my body to explain to you exactly what I mean. And today you're going to allow me to adjust my camera, because you know, it's mandatory. So guys, what do we mean by houses? This is my body, okay? This is my body from my head to my toe. And this body that we are given this body, it has 12 different parts. Now, your houses are supposed to be 13. But the 13th is the space that your body now takes. Now this whole body with its parts connected to one another, that is the 13th. That is the ether. It is the space that I am occupying. Now what is occupying this space? We start from the head. Your head is occupying this space. Your neck is occupying this space. Your arms are occupying the space. Your chest is occupying the space. Your stomach, your pelvic area, your thighs, your knees. And then your Achilles heel. I'm going to remove my sock. Your Achilles heel, and then your feet. Now, when we start talking about the spiritual bodies or the spiritual areas of your life, you don't have to look for them outside of yourself. They are right here. They are right here. Now, how does energy run? I want to teach you. I want you to have the shape of an apple in your mind. How does your energy run? Your energy does not run from your head to your toe. Your energy runs from your toe all the way to your head. So the first house that we have is your Achilles heel. This is the first house. Okay? Ombong TND, Luos would call it Ombong. Now this is your first house. Okay? This first house, what does this part of your body stand for? It stands for your knowledge of yourself. You knowing yourself. Remember, you are the universe experiencing itself in human form. So you knowing the universe is equivalent to you knowing yourself. Now the universe gave you your Achilles heel for you to use it to know yourself. Anytime you are shaking your Achilles heel, you are walking, you are moving, okay? And what do you get from moving? Knowledge. It is because you move, that is the reason why you will know that this is this road, there's another road over here, my neighbor lives there, who lives there? Through you walking, through you shaking your Achilles heel.
At the next light, turn right.
Guys. Through you shaking your Achilles heel, this part of your body, that's how you know yourself, and that's how you know the universe. Remember, you are the universe experiencing itself in human form. And so therefore, when you know the universe, you know yourself. And how do you know the universe? Using this.
At the light, use the right lane to merge onto I-49 North toward Rogers.
So this is your first house, and the first house stands for self-knowledge. We go to the second house. This is how energy runs in your body. Energy runs from number 1, and then number 2 is here. Now remember how the leg is built, guys. I want to teach this thing today so that you know yourself. God is within you. When you know the 12 houses, you know yourself, and you know God, and you know the entire planet. Now from your first house, the Achilles heel, you move to your toe. Your toe is what stands for your self-belief. Your belief in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you are utilizing
Use the right lane
now,
to take
remember,
exit 77 to merge onto Arkansas 612 West toward Springs.
Lifting their toe. That is the art of self-belief. Anytime you're utilizing your toe, anytime you're able to balance yourself on your toe, you are believing in yourself. And that self-belief is denoted by the 5 feet.
Take the exit.
They stand up for your self-belief. Now, energy runs from your toe, your Achilles heel, to your toe.
In 4.7 miles, turn left onto Arkansas 112.
I want you to see this properly. Okay? Energy runs from your Achilles heel to your toe, and then it comes to your head. So look at that. Look at that curve. It starts from the Achilles heel to the toe, and then it comes to the head. So this is the reason why they're talking about Adam ate the apple. Eve ate the apple or whatever. Because your energy field is like an apple. It runs like this. It forms an apple. Now we'll continue. From your toe, you come to your head. Your head is your third house. Okay? Your head is your third house. Now, your head, it represents your authenticity. Your authenticity. Once you've known yourself and you've believed in yourself, guess what is born? Self-authenticity. Now you are yourself. Now you are yourself. Now, after you've come to your head, your self-authenticity, it is through your head that we know who you are. It is through your head that authenticity shows. It is through your head that your physiognomy is formed. It is through your head that we know the type of totem that exists inside your body. That is why everybody has their own face, because face shows authenticity. People rarely look alike unless they're identical twins. Energies rarely look alike. So your face looks like itself on this particular planet because that is your authenticity. Your authenticity shouldn't be looking like anybody else's on this particular planet. When you mix your self-knowledge and your self-belief, it gives you your authenticity. Now, your head stands up for your authenticity. Your head is connected to the rest of your body through your neck. Your neck is your fourth house. Your neck is your fourth house, and it stands for your self-support. Remember that it is your neck that is making sure that your head is supported in your body. So your neck is the one that has your voice. Your neck is the one that has your throat. Meaning, it is in any time you want to support yourself, you must use your neck. Okay? Anytime you want to support yourself, you must stand up and utilize your throat, or you must stand up and utilize your neck. Anytime you're working your neck out, you're working out your self-support system, and that is representative of your fourth house. Now we move. From your neck, we come to your arms. From your neck, we come to your arms. Now, do you know what your arms represent? Your arms, they represent your ability to think for yourself. Your arms are your fifth house. They are twins. They carry intuition and memory. Intuition and memory. Your left hand is your intuition. Your right hand is your memory. Anytime you are exercising your arms, you are exercising your memory. Now, this is where the philosophy of Wakanda Forever comes from. Wakanda Forever. Intuition comes before memory. And I'll give you proof here from... Look at this. Ancient Africans, they used to adore. Intuition comes before memory. It is literally, a lot of leaders were even buried with this particular symbol. And even when they were awake, this is where the philosophy of Wakanda Forever comes from. You see the left arm is the hook. Your left arm is your intuition. It is the one that hooks. Your intuition comes before your memory. Before anything appears in your physical dimension, it will appear in your spiritual dimension. Meaning, before anything happens in your life, before anything happens on the planet, it will come first through intuition. Intuition will hook it, and then memory will conceal and guard the intuition. So when you come to your fifth house, we are talking about intuition and memory. Intuition and memory. So always ensure that you trust your intuition, because intuition comes first before memory. When you trust memory before intuition, you'll never win in battle. When you trust that memory comes before intuition, you will never win in battle, because you'll always be late. You'll always be late to defend yourself. Intuition cannot defend memory, but it is memory that defends intuition. So always know that when they say Wakanda Forever, intuition, memory. So your intuition, you trust it first, and then it will show itself in your physical dimension as memory. So that is the fifth house. That is the most important part of the fifth house. When we move from the fifth house, we go to the sixth house. Women, your sixth house is your breast and your chest area. Men, men have broad shoulders when they go through puberty. Now, your sixth house is your ability to feel. The sixth house is the ability to feel. And from women who are breastfeeding, your left breast is your intuition, the intuition of your lineage and your bloodline. And then your right breast is the memory of your timeline. I want you to listen properly, especially when you're breastfeeding, so that you know what to breastfeed your child. The child should always be breastfed intuition, more intuition than memory. Because intuition comes from your bloodline direct. memory come from your timeline direct. So if you want a child who is only living by the virtues of your timeline, feed them your right breast only. If you want a child who is equipped with intuition from your bloodline, feed them your left. This chest, this house represents how you feel. You feel yourself. Breast milk is sweat that has evolved. Sweat that has evolved over time. So literally when you're feeding your children your breast milk, you're feeding them sweat from your ancestors. Sweat that have evolved over time. So the 6th house, it represents your ability to feel. Now, you usually see when men, they reach adolescence, some men, they remain like this. Their chest, it doesn't broaden out. Because during puberty, your chest is usually supposed to broaden out. Now, what makes your chest not broad out is when you're numb, when you're cold, when you prevent yourself from feeling. So when you reach puberty, your chest cannot expand. If you are a man who you feel, you are not scared to feel, you are not ashamed of feeling, then when you reach puberty, your chest will broaden to show your ability to feel. Women the same. Women with small breasts, they are women who they conceal their feelings. They are brought up in environments where feeling is not allowed, or feeling is being ashamed, or feeling is something that is frowned upon. Those are the women that develop small boobs. Women who have big breasts, they are women who they grew up in environments where you are not ashamed to feel, you are not ashamed to express how you're feeling, whether it is feelings of anger, feelings of love, feelings of hate, whichever feeling that comes to you. If you grew up in a family that suppressed you from feeling, you will have small breasts and your chest will close off. If you grew up in families that will allows you to feel, you will have a broadened chest, a chest that has blossomed out. So have that at the back of your mind. From the 6th house, we have the 7th house. Now the 7th house is inside the heart. It is the heart. The heart is on the left side of the body. This should tell you the direct representation of God among human beings. The left side of the body represents the feminine energy, intuition. And so also the heart was placed on the left side of the body because that is the godly side of your body. Now your heart is your 7th house. Your heart is your 7th house, and it represents your ability to love yourself. When you're somebody who you can love yourself, you will have a heart that is very healthy. When you're somebody who you hate yourself, you will hate everything around you, and you will have a heart that has issues. Remember, as within, so without. This house represents your love for yourself, because the moment you love yourself, you've already loved the entire planet. It is impossible to love the entire planet without loving oneself, because we are the planet experiencing itself in human form. We are the universe experiencing itself in human form. It is not possible for you to hate the universe without hating yourself. And it is not possible for you to love universe speaks in numbers. So number 8 is representative of your stomach, okay? And this number 8 represents your ability to analyze yourself. When you have the ability to analyze yourself, your stomach will look the way you want it to look. When you have the ability to analyze yourself, your stomach will look the way you want it to look. When you can't analyze yourself, your stomach will not look the way you want it to look. This stomach represents your ability to either analyze yourself so that you can understand who you are, or refuse to analyze yourself so that you misunderstand yourself. When your stomach starts looking the way you don't want, know that you are misunderstanding yourself. When your stomach is looking the way you want it to look, know that you are analyzing yourself. And what is self-analysis? Self-analysis is question yourself. Question why you do the things you do. Question why you are insulting that person. Question why you hate someone who has never done anything to you. Question why you feel jealous about someone. Question, because the moment you question these feelings, That is when you are analyzing them. Here in the stomach is where analysis comes from. And remember what happens in the stomach. Your stomach receives food, energy from outside. When your stomach has received energy from outside, it comes here. And so it is this place that energy from outside gets analyzed so that the right energy goes into your cells and the wrong ones go into your ass to be removed as poop. So if you're somebody who you analyze yourself properly, then you will make sure that all the good ingredients from the energy you've ingested have gone into your cells, into the correct cells, correct parts of the body, so that the correct parts of the body swell. When you're somebody who you don't analyze yourself, you will get energy into your stomach. It's either it will stay there and rot, making your stomach grow, or you will take poison into your cells. You will not analyze yourself properly so much that poison is escaping from your stomach, being absorbed into your cells. So your self-analysis is what ensures that the right ingredients, the right nutrients are absorbed from the energy you ingested into your cells. Because remember, the moment you're eating, you are ingesting foreign energy. So it's the same way the moment you're engaging with the planet. When you, like for example, let's say Braille here or Lydia, you are engaging with me. I am not yourself. I am not your energy. So the moment you are engaging with me, the energy that you get from me will go straight into your stomach. And then after your stomach, you will analyze it. And then after you've analyzed it, the correct ones, the right ones, the wheat will go into your cells, and then the chaff will be removed through your anus. House number 8. House number 9 is your pelvic area. Your hips, your ass, all of this, all this area. This entire area is representing your house number 9, and it is what you use to balance yourself. Your house number 9 represents your self-balance. This is the reason why I can stand like this. I can do that like this. You know, this is the point I'm balancing myself with. You know, it is your pelvic area that is the point of balance. Now, what is the beauty of balance? Libra. The ovary of a woman is the physical representation of Libra in nature. Balancing the positive and the negative so that you are capable of having the God within. So it is your ability to balance yourself properly, choose the right things. Somebody is telling me I'm freezing up. Am I freezing up? Am I freezing up? You know, your ability to choose the right things for yourself. You know, your ability to stay out of conflicts that don't involve you. Your ability to just balance yourself so that you live your life following your own path and you don't end up getting into people's lanes. Now, your ability to balance yourself is very important because it comes with the ovary. Remember that even the ovary of a woman is around the pelvic area. It comes with your ability to give birth. Your ability to balance yourself comes with your ability to get pregnant. Your ability to balance yourself comes with your ability to bring manifestations into reality. Now, if you're somebody who you cannot balance yourself spiritually, you cannot manifest anything. And your ability to balance yourself spiritually is where your ability to get pregnant lies. And remember, I said pregnancy and manifestations are one and the same thing. People who are not capable of getting pregnant are not capable of manifesting. Okay? People who are not capable of getting pregnant are not capable of manifesting. Now, remember, what is the use of balance? If you're capable of balancing yourself, it gives you confidence. For example, people who skate, or if you're somebody who you ride a bicycle, or if you're somebody who you ride a motorcycle, or maybe even a car. If you cannot balance the skates, you will never have confidence to skate like a pro. If you cannot balance the bicycle, you can never have the confidence to ride the bicycle like a pro. If you cannot balance the motorcycle, if you're a cyclist and you cannot balance whatever you're cycling, then you will never have confidence. Now, the ability to balance is what makes this area to swell and have this nyash that you have here. It is in your ability to balance. Remember, children, women who are still young, children, girls who are still young, before they reach the age of adolescence, their balance area is nothing. It has nothing on it. Unless they come from ancestries that have balance flowing all over the world. But normally, majority of the population, Without this, this heat is what shows you that somebody is a child. Children are not capable of manifesting. They're not capable of manifesting certain huge things. Okay, so when a child reaches adolescence, this place starts to swell like this. Why does this place start to swell at adolescence? Because it is preparing room for the woman to manifest. It is preparing room for the woman to manifest. Now, the preparation of room and the ability to manifest comes with confidence. And this is the reason why I'll tell you here for free. People who don't have this swollen, they are not confident. You know, somebody might tell you that, oh, by the way, they might behave confidently, but deep down within themselves, they're not confident in themselves. Men have not capability of being confident in themselves. Men who are confident, they get their confidence from the women around them. That is why they say, behind every successful man, there is a woman. And it's literally true. Because men are not born to swell the pelvic area. Some of them swell, whatever. You know, it's always not black and white in life. But majority of men are not born to swell the pelvic area. Meaning majority of men are not born with the capability of balance. Majority of men are not born with the capability of confidence. Majority of men are born to rely on their women for confidence. Just the same way children are born to rely on their mothers for their own confidence. Now, after the pelvic area, the 9th house, we move to the 10th house. Now, your 10th house is your reproductive organ. The 10th house is the reproductive organ. This is your 10th house. The thing you use to pee, the thing you use to give birth, the thing you use to do whatever. This is your 10th house. Now, what does it represent? Your ability to desire yourself. Your ability to desire yourself. If you're somebody who you cannot desire yourself, you think you are unwanted, you think you are an ugly shit that nobody wants. Your 10th house has issues. Okay? If you're somebody who you have no capability of desiring yourself, you think you are the ugliest person, you know, you're always feeling unattractive, unwanted. Your 10th house is needy. So your 10th house is your ability to desire yourself. People who are capable of desiring themselves, they have reproductive organs that are very healthy. Your reproductive organ will only have a disease inside of it if you have no capability of desiring yourself. People who don't desire themselves, people who feel like they're ugly and unwanted, those are the people who have receptors for, you know, private parts diseases. Now, after house number 10, we have house number 11. House number 11. Somebody's telling me, how can we heal it? I am talking about this because I want to do a whole ritual here of how to cleanse all these houses. So relax. House number 11 is your thighs. Your thighs are your house number 11. And what does your thighs do? They give you the ability to see yourself. If you're somebody who you can see yourself, remember, as I told you, for you to see yourself, you must see the universe. For you to see yourself, you must travel. For you to see yourself, you must adventure and compare. You cannot sit in your house and never use your thighs and expect to see yourself. You will never. Now, the more you use your thighs, the more you see yourself. The more you use your thighs, the more you see yourself. The more you use your thighs, the more you are capable of visualizing yourself. And that is the house number 11. Now, the last house, that was number 12. House number 12 are your knees. House number 12 are your knees. Your knees. And they represent your ability to use yourself. To use yourself. Remember, right now, if I start going to school to become a lawyer, I am using myself. If I start dancing, I am using myself. If I start, you know, trying to learn how to drive, I am using myself. Anytime you are utilizing your vessel to learn a new thing that it was not born knowing, you are utilizing yourself. And that is represented by your knees. People who don't use themselves don't use their knees. People who don't use themselves don't use their knees. And people who don't use their knees misuse themselves. Remember, the opposite of using yourself is misusing yourself. So you can also be somebody who you want to become a lawyer, but you've gone to be employed at a hardware. You are spending your years at a hardware, working at a hardware, but you know at the back of your mind you want to become a lawyer. You are misusing yourself. Whenever you use your vessel to do things that are not beneficial to you, you are misusing yourself. And that is represented by house number 12. Now, from the way I started, you see how the houses move? You see how the energy in the houses move? They start from Aquarius, your heel. They start from your heel. Let me remove. They start from your heel, Achilles heel. And then it goes to your toe, okay? It starts from your Achilles heel going to your toe, and then it comes to your head, goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down. To your 10th house, and then it goes to the Sagittarius, to the knee, and then it comes back. So this is how your energy moves. The left side moves like this. The left side of your energy, it moves like this. Now the right side of your energy, it moves like this. It moves like this. So this right side of your energy, it represents memory. The memory of your timeline. This left side of your energy, it represents intuition of your timeline. Intuition of your timeline. So when you see the Apple logo, I must talk about the Apple logo. The Apple logo has a biting on the left side of the apple. It has a biting on the left side of the apple. And that is just them telling you that they can access your memory. How can they access your memory? Through the phones. The phones, they have audios. The phones, they have cameras. You know, the phones, they're always spying on you. So the Apple tech company, they are capable of biting into your memory. But can they bite into your intuition? Now, this is the protection that we get from women, from God. Even the heart, the 7th house, is on the feminine side, the intuition side. Now, they cannot bite into your intuition. You know, when and this is why I say men are vulnerable to being recruited into secret societies, because men, they only function with memory. Men are memorial beings. It is women that are intuitive beings. So these people have been trying to access the moon in order to access the intuition of the women. But guess what? That one God has sealed. God has sealed in a way that nobody can bite into your intuition. It is not possible. So as a woman, even when you're using your phone, just know that they can know what you're up to, but they don't know what you're thinking in your intuition. But men mostly don't have intuition even. So what they are doing on their phone is exactly what they are thinking. So as a man, you cannot lie to the tech companies. They will know what you're up to. They will know what you like. They will know your lies through your phone. But women, they will only know your memory. The things you keep here, the things you keep in your intuition, nobody has access to. And this is the reason why women are the most dangerous entities on the planet, because you cannot spy on women. It is impossible for these tech companies to spy on women, because women, they use their intuition and their memory. Men only use the right side of the brain, and gay men maybe use, you know, and by then there's research about it. There's research that gay men tend to use their left brain and their right brain, a little bit of the left and the right. Straight men use the right only. Women use both left and right, but mostly left. So yeah, it is impossible to spy on women, and this is why they want to go to the moon so bad. The day they will land on the moon, they will be able to spy on women. But right now, it is not possible. And that is the reason why even revolution is still going on, because a lot of women, we participate in the world through intuition. And when somebody cannot know the thought processes in your intuition, they cannot attack you. So that is a protection that only God can be given credit to. Only God can be given credit to that. Men are very vulnerable, because men can be spied on by their own fellow men who are in charge of these technologies. And I will continue. Up to there, I hope we're together. Up to there, I hope we're together. Somebody saying the moon doesn't exist, meaning intuition doesn't exist. If it doesn't exist, why do we see it? Don't talk nonsense. Kindly, don't talk nonsense. You know, also, akili nyingi huondoa maarifa. African ancestors will tell you akili nyingi huondoa maarifa. Meaning too much brains. Too much brains now remove content. Somebody coming here to say that, oh, the moon does not exist. Hiyo ni akili nyingi na kuondolea maarifa. Tafadhali, use your eyes. Use your eyes. As long as it is there, know that it was meant to be there. Yeah, the moon is the one that is control all waters. Even this water that I'm drinking right now. Even this water that I'm drinking right now, it is the moon that controls it. The moon controls all waters. And remember what water represents inside your body? Emotions. Water represents emotions. So the moon controls all emotions on this particular planet. Energy in motion. So the moon is like literally the biggest entity on the planet. Now let's continue. So up to that particular point, I know now you know the houses that we are talking about. And I've talked to you about the first house until the 12th house. The 13th house is now the space that the 12 houses are occupying. The 13th house is now the space the 12 houses are occupying. That's the ether. Ether is space. You know, and some people, you think of space, you think that it is just the space up. The space up, that when you look up, you see space. When there is a land that has not been sold, that nobody is occupying, you call that space. Tomorrow is space. A space is any place that can be occupied by matter. So know what space is. It does not just end with you looking up, you see space. It does not just end with having an empty place that has not been occupied, you see space. And it does not, any space that has not been occupied is space. Okay? Any space that can be occupied, any place that can be occupied, I'm even confusing myself, is space. So even my house, it has space. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, space is an element represented by ether. Darkness is space. You know, space is, it is metaphorically represented in so many dimensions. So let's continue. Yes, keep tapping on the screen, guys. Tap on the screen. Rocking poor mind to sleep, just like religion. Teacher, please repeat the 12 houses. I cannot repeat all of them. Let's just continue. I'll repeat again after the end of the ritual. Darkness is fertile. Yes, darkness is fertile. That is true. Gong, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. So, people who have the things that we need to do the cleansing with. I'm going to explain the cleansing first. Tiffany, thank you so much. Guys, if you have gifts in the comment section, today I'm not seeing you spoiling me. Send gifts in the comment section if you have gifts. We are together. You're a great teacher. Thank you. The ritual is coming. Yeah, the ritual, now we are getting into it and I'm going to explain it. Thank you so much, people who are sending gifts. I appreciate it. And then people who have not yet joined my subscription, my team, please subscribe. Please subscribe. When I start posting on the internet, when I start posting on TikTok, I will no longer be going live publicly. I'll be going live with my subscribers the moment I start posting on TikTok. So subscribe before then. And I don't care whether there will be 20 people or 13 or whatever. Subscribe when you know that these lives, they are essential to you. Subscribe. Just subscribe. It's little money if you have money. Also, don't strain yourself to subscribe. If you are broke, just, you know, budget yourself and keep your money to yourself. Don't pinch pennies to subscribe to me. I'm talking about the people who have oceans of currency. Subscribe, please. Subscribe, please. Now, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Keitha. Keitha, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, 2 a.m. in the States. Could you please push your time for later? Maybe after this, I will ask, or maybe I can just ask right now. What time is okay for you guys? Like, what time would you rather I do it? Should I be doing all my lives at the same time? Or should I push my Sunday lives to 2 p.m.? People are saying now. So, you see? Hey, so Siano, thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, subscribing is so important to me. Thank you so much. Now, the time is okay now. 2 p.m. Now it's good. No. Now, because it's just now. Okay, people, majority win. So, people who cannot access this live, I will repeat it on Wednesday. But not this Wednesday. I'll just decide on a Wednesday to repeat it. But for now, let me just go with the people who are here. Yeah, how do we subscribe? You just hit subscription button on my page. I don't know whether I can bring it here, but I don't think I want to do it today. So this cleansing of us is going to come into 3 parts. It's going to come in 3 parts. People who are cleansing, who are here to cleanse with me, this is a serious thing, guys. Don't take it as a joke. It's very serious. So I want you, when you're participating in this particular cleansing, please take it seriously. Don't joke around. Don't use the name of God in vain. Me, I don't joke around. So when I'm bringing this know it's serious, and prepare to see also serious changes in your life after we do this. The people who are joking in the comment section, just ignore them, let them go, okay? So I'm going to start explaining the cleansing process. Now, the first cleansing process, we're going to do the 3 cleansing process. The first cleansing process is the one we're going to do of the general body cleansing. If you've never cleansed all your houses, the 12 houses, today you will do it. But before we get into cleansing the houses, we must cleanse the body generally, so that your energies are balanced enough for the 12 houses cleansing. Now, the general body cleansing, we're going to do it first. Then the second one, we're going to do the 12 houses cleansing. And then lastly, we're going to do the 13th house cleansing. The 13th house cleansing also is general. And then after doing the 13th house cleansing, I'll stop for a while and repeat the 12 houses again the way I've said them, for the people who want me to repeat. And then after repeating them for 30 minutes, we are going to finish the ritual and go home. So we start the general body cleansing. What you're going to need is this. For the first one, you have the eggs. I'm sure you have 3 eggs. 1 egg is going to be for the general body cleansing, 12th house cleansing, and then the 13th house. I hope you have these with you. As we start this live, I want you to put your water. Put your water in a place where it can hear you, the vibration. Put your water in a place where the vibration that you are going to talk, the water can hear it. The water has memory. So put your water close to you, already halfway full. If you can't find the kienyeji egg, that you just use any other egg. But kienyeji gives the best results. But just use any other egg if you don't find kienyeji. Because kienyeji is an egg that has both father and mother. So it goes to both your patriarchal and your matriarchal bloodlines. Hey, people, glass is the best. Glass is the best. Why? Because glass is not a reactant. People who did chemistry in high school and in university, you know that glasses are usually the best for using when you're talking about energy. So alchemists, buy a glass. Buy a glass for your rituals. But then if you don't have a glass, use anything. But just know that I recommended glass. It is the best. It is the best. Any other thing can work, but glass is the best. Yes. And then we have the salt. Personally, I usually like using the pink salt, Himalayan pink salt. But you can use any other salt that you have. Table salt, I don't know, kitchen salt or whatever. I only have 2 eggs. Okay. Use what you have. At the end of the day, what you can't control, you flow. When you can't control, you flow. When you can't control, you flow. So I'm going to start. Among the 3 eggs that you have, pick one. Any salt. Among the 3 eggs that you have, pick one. Now, people who are joking with me, I don't want jokes. I'm not here to joke with anyone, guys. And if you are here to joke, just know that when you use the name of the Lord your God in vain, you will pay. And me, even if I am somebody who I don't use the name of the Lord my God in vain, and you are here to use my name in vain, know that you will pay. Like, it will fuck you up. So if you don't have anything to do here, just go away, man. Go away. Just leave us. The way you leave Catholics to do their things every Sunday, the way you leave the Apostolics to do their things every Sunday, the way you leave, the Protestants to do their things every Sunday. Leave us, leave us. Leave us. And I said, whatever you have, use it. Because at the end of the day, right now, flow if you can't control. So I'm going to start with my people. The people who are ready. Now, the cleansing process, egg 1. As usual, I'm going to say certain words and you repeat. So sit in a position that is comfortable. Sit in a position that is comfortable to you. If you can sit down and cross your leg like somebody who's doing yoga or in meditative, sit in a position that is comfortable to you. If you can stand up, do it. Sit in a position that is comfortable to you. Okay, sit in a position that is comfortable to you. Please, let me just even do some. Sit in a position that is comfortable to you. Please, 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 please. And people who are not supposed to be here, just get out of here. People who are here who want to laugh, you will laugh until your mouth will remain that way for the rest of your life. Get out of here. Don't joke with things that other people are not joking with. If you don't believe in what we are doing here, just go away. Nobody's forcing you. Go away. Just don't use the name of people who are not using the name of their Lord gods in vain. If I don't use the name of the Lord my God in vain, dare not use my name in vain. Yes. Yes, so I'm going to start. Are you guys ready? Lielo looks good on you. Thank you. Are you guys ready? Can one do it? Yes, you can do it whichever time you want. If you're a vegetarian and you don't use eggs, you can just use the words. Do it whichever way you can. The people that I'm doing it with are people who are using the egg. These are people who, want the highest results possible. So we're going to start. Cleansing process, egg 1. Hold the egg on your left hand and focus on yourself. I want you to hold this egg on your left hand. Don't hold it with your right hand. And me, I am going to be talking as I do this. So just focus on yourself, please. Don't even focus on me. Yes, pregnant women can do it. Menstruating women can do it. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this particular ritual. In fact, if you are pregnant now, you're doing it even for your child. It's even double now. It's better. Now hold the egg on your left hand and focus on yourself. I want you to focus on yourself. Don't focus on me. Focus on yourself. Now call all the negative energies within you. With this egg on your left hand. And I don't want you to call it vocally. You're not going to speak until I say you speak. You know the type of energy, negative energies that are associated with you from your individual level. I want you to imagine them and call them. Don't hide from them. If you're somebody who you are struggling, you think your head is too big or whatever, or you think that you are so poor, or you think you are so unwanted, whichever negative energy that you associate yourself with, whether it is coming from you or your mother or your lineage, put this egg on your left hand and I want you to focus on those energies. I want you to focus on those energies. I want you to visualize and feel all the negative energies within yourself to a point you can touch it with your mind. Do you think your lips are thin? Do you think your eyes nigololi? I don't know. I don't know the type of negative energies that people associate themselves with. This is you as an individual, What are some of the negative? You have your inner Kiyama. Does it bully you? Does your inner Kiyama bully you? If it does, I want you to visualize all those negative thoughts, all those bullying thoughts from your inner Kiyama, from your inner thoughts that are usually with you, that are usually walking with you. I want you to visualize them in your mind in a way that you can touch them in your mind and you can actually see that, oh, by the way, I see my body is always telling me I'm dumb. I see my body is always telling me I'm so ugly. I see my body is always telling me I'm not good enough. All those negative energies, I want you to put them in your brain, in your thoughts, in a way that your mind can touch them. Now, mentally bring your self-disrespect to the surface of your thoughts. If you're somebody you've ever disrespected yourself ever since you were a child up to this particular point, if there's at any particular point in time you've ever disrespected yourself, I want you to bring that thought to your hand. I want you to bring that thought to your mind. You know, the mind is connected with the hand. Your left hand is your intuition thinking for itself. Because I told you your hand is your fifth house. Your fifth house is your ability to think for yourself. Your fifth house is your ability to be intuitive for yourself. So I want you to bring those thoughts here. As if you're holding them here. I want you to channel them in this egg. Now, mentally bring your self-disrespect to the surface of your thoughts. Mentally bring your self-comparison. If you're somebody you always compare yourself, I want you to bring that self-comparison. If you compare yourself to people other than your lineage, if you're somebody you've ever compared yourself to somebody who is not your mother, who is not your grandmother, I want you to bring that comparison to your hands. Mentally bring your self-comparison and jealousy to the surface of your thoughts. If you've ever felt jealous towards someone so much that you're wishing them bad, bring it here. You don't have to speak it. Just bring it. Bring it. I don't know it. Nobody knows it. It is you who knows it. So be genuine. Be authentic. Be truthful to yourself. Now visualize the parts of your body you hate. Is there a part of your body that you hate? Is there any part of your body when you look at yourself from the mirror from head to toe? Is there any part of your body that you hate? I want you to visualize it. Visualize that hate. Visualize those things about you that put your essence to shame. Anything that puts your essence to shame. Anything that puts your essence to shame. Anything that has ever made you feel ashamed of yourself. I want you to put that particular energy on your left brain side and into this egg. Now, mentally bring your self-doubt. Mentally bring your self-doubt to the surface of your thoughts. If you're somebody who you doubt yourself, you've ever doubted yourself, I want you to gather. Bring all this negativity. Put them in this particular egg. Now, visualize your self-disgust. Visualize where and when it started. When you're visualizing these things, if you are capable, if your memory is amazing, I want you to also visualize when they started. Which people did it start with? Did it start with your mother? Did it start with your father? Did it start with a friend? These negative things that you feel against yourself. You were born on this particular planet as a child who was pure, who loved themselves, who wanted the best for themselves. When did you start feeling shame? When did you start hating yourself? When did you start feeling disgust? Bring all those things into the egg. Now, what are the things that make you afraid of forward movement? I hope we're together. What are the things that make you afraid of forward movement? Are they people? Is it people that make you afraid of moving forward and supporting yourself? Is it beliefs? Is it beliefs? Is it the systems? Is it the systems or status quo? All these things that make you avoid moving forward in your path, in your soul path, whether they are the status quo from the society, whether they are systems that you work for, whether they are beliefs that your ancestors were born into, whether they are people that live around you. And when you're thinking about people, I want you to think names. I want you to think auras. I want you to bring them into this egg. Everybody that has ever made you hate yourself, anybody that has ever made you avoid forward movement to yourself, I want you to bring them without shame. Bring them without fear. Bring them in the egg without fear. Guys, as you hold the egg, as you're thinking about those things, I want you to hold the egg as you're thinking and hold the egg on your left hand. And repeat after me at this particular point. I hope at this particular point you've gathered all your negativity. Now repeat after me. I hope you're ready to repeat after me. I remove all these that I have visualized. I remove all this that I have visualized. I want you to look into the egg or channel it into the egg. I remove all this that I have visualized from my body into this egg. From my body into this egg. I remove all this that I have visualized from my body into this egg. And still hold the egg. With every thought that you gathered, I want you to rub the egg on your body, starting from your forehead, ensuring you mentally focus all negativity from yourself and all negativity from people. All negativity people have ever thrown on you into the egg. So I'm going to want you, after you've said the words that I've said, I want you to, with every thought that you had gathered, rub this egg on your body, starting from your forehead. Now, I want you to put the egg on your forehead until I tell you how to remove it. Rub it on your forehead, ensuring you mentally focus on all negativity from yourself and all negativity people have ever thrown into your way. Focus them from yourself into the egg. Focus them from yourself into the egg. Now, from your forehead, allow the hand holding the egg, which is the left intuitive hand. Allow the hand holding the egg to be intuitively guided as you hum your neck. Now, this humming of the neck, remember your neck is your fourth house, and it represents your ability to support yourself. It represents your ability to support yourself. Now, when this egg is inside in your forehead, I'm going just to read all of this so that we do it together. From your forehead, allow the hand holding the egg to be intuitively guided as you hum your neck. I'm going to tell you how to hum. As your hand is moving, visualize all individuals, all words, all posts on the internet, all situations that have ever made you feel threatened, that have ever made you hate yourself, that have ever made you disrespect yourself, that have ever made you sabotage yourself, and all that. Channel all that energy from your body, bathing it into the egg. Now, what we are going to do is this. Your hand is here. Now, I'm going to have you start humming. I don't know whether you have people around you. Spiritual things, there's no shame. There's no time to look beautiful doing spiritual